Hi, welcome to Christy Sunrise. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for hot milk cake. Let's get started. For the hot milk cake, you are going to need 4 eggs. You're going to need 2 cups of sugar. You're going to need 2 1/4 cups of flour, and I'll measure that out. You're going to need 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/4 cups of milk, and you're going to need 10 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Now, I'm going to show you how I'm making this, and you really need to pay attention to each step, because like if you don't beat the eggs for 5 minutes on high and get them thick, the recipe won't work a lot of times. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and measure out the flour, and then I'm going to do the eggs. I'm not going to have the video on the whole time I do the eggs because that's just too much. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to measure out the flour. So I have the sugar measured out, and I want to go ahead and get the flour measured out so I can get this out of my way because I don't have a lot of room, and I'm going to bring the mixer over here so you can see. So the flour is 2 1/4 cups. So I've showed y'all before how I measure the flour. You don't want it packed. You need to loosen the flour up. Okay, you're going to loosen the flour up so you can see me doing that. And I'm going to measure 2, and it needs to be level. And I put it in this netting thing. It's kind of like sifts it like in the old days. So we need 2 1/4. So that's 2. That's 2, sorry. And 1/4. Again, I'm fluffing the flour because I don't want it packed. 2 1/4. Okay. So I'm wiggling this through, shaking it. You can see that the texture changes. From here to here, it's a lot finer. So it's 2 1/4 cups of flour. And I'm going to go ahead and put the baking powder in with it, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons. 2, 1, 2, and 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. And then I still take my whisk and I whisk this together. I do it like this. I might do it one more time before I add it, but I wanted to share that with you, okay? So I'm going to move this out of the way. Some flour got in there. Okay. We're going to use this pan to put the butter and the milk in. So I'm just going to set that in there for now because I'm getting ready to move the mixer over here. So we're done with these. Okay. This is what you need to see. I think you can see in here okay. All right. The first step you're going to do is you're going to beat 4 eggs at high speed until thick. And it's about 5 minutes. Let me get a bowl to throw these in. One, 2, 3, 3. I know you know how to count. I'm sorry I'm doing that. 4. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to beat this on high for 5 minutes. So I'm going to bring the mixer up. I'm going to put it on high. I'm going to set the timer. And I'll be back to show you what this looks like. Okay, I beat the eggs for 5 minutes on high. It's kind of hard to take it out of this mixer, but so if you can see, the eggs are kind of thick. They're very fluffy. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to gradually add the sugar, beating it until mixture is light and fluffy. So I'm going to put this back up, turn it about right there. And we're going to gradually add 2 cups of sugar. See if I can move this closer so you can see. I really want you to be able to see everything. You can see the consistency is changing, and it needs to be light and fluffy. Turn it up a little. Putting it on high a few seconds. Okay, let's see if it appears to be light and fluffy. It does to me. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're doing is we're going to add the combination of the flour and the baking. Next, we're going to add the 2 1/4 cups of flour and 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, which we've already combined in here. Okay, so I'm going to get a little thing, because again, we're going to add this gradually. Don't do what I just did. I'm going to scrape the sides. looks delicious. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add the vanilla and beat on low speed until smooth. And it is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Crank it up a little. Okay, the next step is we're going to, in a saucepan I've already heated, the butter and milk. And you want it just until the butter's melted. I probably did it a little more, and it's still going to be okay. But, so it's the milk and butter, and it's heated just until the butter melts. I'm going to lower this because this is going to make a mess. And I'm going to tell you, I had a smaller mixer. I have a larger mixer now. And with the smaller mixture, this would go everywhere. So I'm adding this slowly, and I'm stirring it into the batter. I don't know if you have how big your mixer is, but now this mixer does have a splash guard. I've never used it, but I'm going to use it today. So let's bring this up. I don't even know how it goes. Hopefully that's it. I'm going to mix this up on high, medium. Just until it's all mixed up. Second on high is not going to hurt it. Okay, I didn't really need the splash guard, but that's okay. But I will tell you, if you have a smaller mixer than this one, then you need to, when you add the milk and the butter, you need to stir it in. If you just plop that in there and turn your mixer on, it's going to go everywhere. How do I know? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it in a 9x13 pan. And I just took a paper towel and half a paper towel, a frugal, and I dipped it into the Crisco and did my pan real good. Do all the way to the top, okay? Because it kind of rises and then it falls some. Okay, so let's take this off. Pour this in here. You could tell it's pretty fluffy. I have made this cake for a lot of fundraisers, a whole lot of fundraisers. And I have made this cake for a whole lot of office breakfasts and gatherings. We serve it with strawberries that have sat in sugar, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then with some Cool Whip or whipping cream, whatever on top. when I bring it to the office, they used to say it tastes like tres leche cake. I don't think it does, but that doesn't mean it doesn't. The tres leche cake that I've had is pretty milky. This doesn't, to me, doesn't taste that milky. So, but you will just have to make it and try it and for your own opinion. So now I'm going to bake this at 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. So we're going to bake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. And I will be back to show you, get the strawberries ready, and then we'll pull the cake out when it's done. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is how I get the strawberries ready that will be going on top. Now I do have this fancy tomato strawberry core thing. Do you have to have this? No. Matter of fact, I'm just going to, so I'm going to cut them up like this. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. That way we can get busy. I'm going to add not a lot of sugar. I think probably only a tablespoon. I'm only going to add about half a tablespoon. Now you can add more if you want. I am just adding the sugar to get the strawberries still juice really well. So now if you did the whole carton of strawberries, I would do 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar, depending on how much sugar you like. So there they are, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and you're going to see how they juice up, and this will be poured on top of the cake, along with some Cool Whip is what I have, but of course you can use whatever you want. So we'll be back. Okay, I've got the cake out of the oven. As you can see, it looks delicious. It's a little golden brown. I'm going to do the toothpick test. I'm sure many of you know this. You just stick it in the middle. And if it comes out dry, it's done. So it is done. I'm going to let it cool now, and then I'll slice it after it's cooled down some, and then we'll add the strawberries and Cool Whip, and I'll present it to you. Hi, we are back. I have my helper again. We're going to cut the cake. I have the strawberries. I put them in the refrigerator with a little bit of sugar, so they're juicy. You can tell they've got some juice in there. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece of the cake. How's that, Jack? Is that a good size for you?
Yeah. My mom said I could have that one.
Okay. So this is how the cake looks. Very, very nice and fluffy. I'm going to put that on for Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some strawberries on there. Do I do the Cool Whip or the strawberry first?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip and then strawberry? Okay. I don't even know. Wait. There's the Cool Whip. Set it down, sweetheart, so I can put the... There's the Cool Whip.
Let me get this all.
Okay. And here is this. Wait, I need that for the video.
But I'm going to get that off there.
And there's the strawberries.
Oops. My phone. But that's okay.
So there you have it. Hot milk cake with strawberries and Cool Whip. Okay, in just a second, I got to do a few shots here with me in it. Okay, so here you have it. Hot milk cake with strawberry and Cool Whip. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't mind sharing, I appreciate that. And subscribe. We'd love to have you. as a watcher, a follower. So Jack is going to eat this. He has his big spoon that he picked out to dig in. Do you mind if I take a bite, Jack?
Yeah.
Can I taste it?
Yeah.
Okay. I taste it. Hot milk cake, strawberries. Cool Whip. Get a little bit of everything right here. Oh my gosh. The cake is very good. It's very fluffy. It has a taste a little sweet. You don't really taste a lot of the milk, but it's in there. So there you go. Hot milk cake, strawberry Cool Whip. My friend here, right here, helping me. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos, and share and like. Have a great day. Here you go, sweetheart.